This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, this is funny. Erica Mena says that this holiday season, I'm not spending a single dollar in these big corporations. F capitalism. When you live in a country that is successful because of capitalism, okay? Yeah, capitalism, yes, it can get out of hand sometimes. But this is, she partakes in capitalism, okay? She sells her products. She sells other people's products. Without capitalism, this girl would be nothing. In fact, capitalism is the very show we know her from, okay? That's part of capitalism in a sense, too, okay? So, listen, her social score would be very low in a what do you call it? In a communism, a country of communism, okay? Which still thrives on a form of capitalism, but it's just the government thrives the most. Anyways, this girl is confused. So she says, my money is solely going for basic needs, strictly shopping for small independent businesses. Tired. They all playing with us. Okay. You know, you can interpret this a million different ways, but like she's just trying to she must have listened to some fresh thing and just was inspired to write this. I guarantee you she goes to Louis Vuitton and buys more bags. Guarantee you. Clown. Then we got 50 Cent reacting to Diddy. He says, he look happy to me with all them handsome men around. Good morning, New York City. Diddy in jail. Diddy's, if he does get any kind of commuted sentence or anything, it'll happen next year. It won't happen. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but he'll be out sometime. He's not going to do all that time. It's Diddy, right? Diddy's got a lot of money and a lot of connections. And eventually, they'll appeal it. Something will happen with this guy, you know? Diddy's probably one of the luckiest people I've ever seen in my life. Let's be real. It's true. All right. So, and then 50 Cent, he's working on the Shreveport thing. Supposedly he's doing some BMF spinoffs. I mean, that's what's going on with that. Obviously, Big Meech and Little Meech will be excluded from such spinoffs. So, maybe Terry or maybe Blue Da Vinci. Maybe he needs to go apologize to Blue Da Vinci and say, hey, man, I didn't realize that Big Meech was such a clown. And how could he know that? Now, Blue Da Vinci obviously knew that Big Meech had some clownish ways. And everybody owes him. I went hard on him too, Paulus, you know? Because I was thinking, geez, everybody's forming against him. You know what? I should have gone off. Listen, Blue Da Vinci to me has always been more of an entertainer. And a go-getter, okay? Not saying, taking anything away from him being a gangster or anything, but I'm just saying I never got this vibe from him. And I've only been around him maybe twice in my life, right? But he's more of a regular human being where he's not trying to put on a front and everything. Yeah, on the interviews, he goes a little extra. But in person, he's cool. He's funny. He's a normal person. So I should have tapped more into that. It's my fault. I can admit when I'm wrong. Academic says nobody's beating Kanye in a versus. Jay-Z has a couple people that could beat him in a versus. Drake, Nas, Kanye. Jay-Z had some nerve to say that nobody could stand on that stage with him. Why? Because you're a multi-billionaire and you have products? We're talking about music. Jay-Z's okay. Jay-Z's good. He's one of the top artists. But you have competition, bro. You're not even maybe 50 Cent could compete with him as far as hit records, if you want to go to that. Jay-Z's just too full of himself, bro. And he has too much power now. It's like it's almost scary, to be honest with you. It's like he has a lot of power, bro. And I'm sure he abuses it plenty. We've seen what he did with Rockefeller and a bunch of other stuff. He does abuse it. Now, I'm not saying Dame Dash is perfect, but there was a better way to handle all that, right? Big Sean and Jenna Aiko reportedly call it quits after nearly a decade together. That's honest. They could, you know how they're going to describe it. There was a shift in the universe of the clouds and the way the sun shined at a 90-degree angle, and my spirit, my kindred spirit, was lost. And blah, 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 blah. You already know. You know how they're going to describe it. You know, but we got this beautiful child from this, that, blah, 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 blah. You know how they're going to say it. So that's that. All right. It is what it is. All right. So anyways, they're on the outs. It is what it is. All right. WhatsApp set to replace phone numbers with usernames, just like Instagram handles. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. This guy obviously doesn't get how many countries use WhatsApp. They list their phone number, WhatsApp, now they're going to list a username. People would prefer to use the number, okay? Like, not the username. You know, obviously you're going to have to adapt to it because this guy thinks he knows everything, but this guy does not live in the real world. He does not live in the real world. Some of these guys need to, like, really live normally for a little bit, or, like, at least talk to people and ask them what they would like. Ask businesses that rely on WhatsApp in countries like Jamaica and other countries where phone, it's not so easy to just, the phone isn't the same as it is here. The phone plans, they're very different, okay? And people prefer free. They'll wait till they have service in a Wi-Fi zone before putting too much credit on their phone, you know? Desi Banks, is he the AT alien? This was done. We sold. Wait, was this? We so told me. Okay, so he put him under pressure. Desi Banks didn't give a clear answer. I'm curious. Young Thug does not know who Academics is. I'm sorry, no. He doesn't know who Alchemist is. Says, my boy asked Alchemist about the introspective jazz album with Young Thug at Complex Con. You ever seen this tweet? Talking about, he says, who is this? The Alchemist, one of the biggest producers of all time. I'll tell you when my brain comes up with a plan, but this is something that needs to be done. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that Young Thug is ready to do anything great. The last project was trash. 56-year-old Tracy Morgan spotted in New York with a new girlfriend. Definitely got her from Dykeman, for sure. New class action lawsuit against Spotify claims billions of Drake streams were fraudulent, and the streaming platform turned a blind eye to it. We'll see what happens with that. And Glorilla surprised her dad with a Jaguar at his retirement party after nearly 3 decades of hard work at the post office. That's dope. Running ads on the channel, a discount, jordantowermedia@gmail.com. Hit me up. Appreciate you guys. Peace.